Good morning, everybody. On this November the 4th, it is finally Friday. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It's Chris Allen's weather here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, sponsored by my friends at Ace Hardware Marketplace. Yesterday, very warm. Today could be even warmer, maybe even close to a record. Now, let me tell you, as you take a look at the radar satellite this morning, and I've got it fixed on this position for a reason. I'll get to that in a moment. But as you're looking at that, the high yesterday in Bowling Green was 78. Yes, it was that warm. 78. The average high is 64. So we were 14 degrees above average yesterday. Today, maybe even more than that, closer to 15 or 16 degrees above average. And not only that, but we could be close to setting or tying the record high for today, which is 81, set on this day in 1956. Actually, it was set the first time in like 1901 or 3, 1900 something. But it was set again in 1956. So that's the latest for that 81 degree temperature on November 4th in history. So we could easily do it today with given the southerly breezes that are going to kick up. That's the big thing today. It could get windy at times tonight and tomorrow. As this system that you're looking at right now begins to pull in, I focus on this particular setting here because, well, here we are right here, southern Kentucky. The flow is coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. Winds, surface winds. Here's high pressure. So the winds are coming in like this from the south and southeast right over the area. And then you've got this frontal boundary that's trying to move east. The problem is you saw this shower and thunderstorm activity, and there's even a couple of little severe thunderstorm warnings going on for parts of, well, the northwestern corner of Missouri. Also, some special weather statements, probably some more warnings coming up for Oklahoma into Kansas. All of that is coming our direction. And then later today, this is going to be the spot for severe weather. Lubbock, Abilene, Dallas. There could even be some tornadoes in that part of the country. But by the time this system moves into our area over the next 24 hours or so, this high pressure is still going to be very strong, acting as a guard, against this coming in. And so by the time the front gets here, all of this is just going to kind of, eh. We'll get some rain out of it, but it's not going to be as energized and it's not going to be as dynamic of a system. So therefore, it looks like we are once again going to miss out on a good opportunity to get some badly needed rain. We are well now over 5.5 inches below average on rainfall. And the problem is with this system coming in and maybe one or two more that's going to come in, it's not going to be enough to put a dent in that drought. So, severe drought continues for us. The next 10 days, warmer than normal. We go near 80 today, if not hitting 80 or that record 81 for Bowling Green. We do drop off a good 10 degrees or more tomorrow once the front comes in with a decent shot of rain, but it's not going to measure all that much. Then we stay in the mid 70s, even tout upper 70s for a day or two in the middle of next week. Election day looks warm, mid 70s on Tuesday. But you see the big change coming toward next weekend. And that is when we're looking at, dare I say, better chances of rain, because the last two times I've said that, it's not worked out. But it is going to get colder, as you can see. Temperatures, daytime highs will only be in the 50s, and lows will be back to freezing like we were a couple of weeks ago. So what's going on there? Well, it will be a major colder system, but whether it brings us a lot of rain or not, I'm just not even going to say anymore. It's just like I get frustrated like you do. I know this weather's really nice to be out in, but you know, we got to get some rain in here or we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, here's a look now at temperatures this morning. The Kentucky Mesonet Network showing, well, there's a couple of 40s here and there, 42 down near the river, Cumberland County, 47 up near the Corvette plant at the Kentucky Mesonet site there, but it's 56, almost 10 degrees warmer at the Ag Expo Center site. And all that has to do with the individual elevation of each Mesonet weather station. All these showing a very stable atmosphere. You've heard me explain this before. When you get this dry of an atmosphere, the air mass is very stable. The temperature depends on the elevation of each of these individual weather stations, the Kentucky Mesonet network. And so you can get a 60 in Metcalfe County and then get a 49 up in Hardin County. It's just the way it works. Okay. Everybody will level off once the sun comes up this morning. Let's take a look at future temperatures. And it looks like we're going to see more warm air penetrating the area today and staying with us as we continue onward on this finally Friday, starting in the 50s. Mostly this morning, we climb into the mid to upper 70s. This again, this when I show you this blend of models, you know that when the air mass is this stable and the air is this dry, this is easily going to equal 79, 80, maybe the record 81. So don't just focus on the 77. It's probably going to be warmer than what it shows. Tonight, we'll drop into the mid 60s and the clouds take over and even some raindrops back to the west. And then tomorrow, with rain in the forecast, everybody just doesn't move that much, maybe upper 60s, add a couple of steps up to that 70-degree mark, probably closer to 70. It's going to be windy. It's going to be breezy. Today, we could see some wind gusts later today at maybe 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that goes for overnight tonight. There's a big pressure gradient, is what we call, from least to highest with the air pressure, and that causes, and the temperatures causes the winds to pick up. So with that drop in temperature tomorrow from today, and then the pressure gradient from high to low, we're going to get some pretty good winds out of this system. So bring in, you know, your trampolines or lawn furniture, or tie them down, or your trash cans, and make sure they're not just rolling around down the street. All right, here's a look at the future radar. Did I click on that? I want to make sure I clicked on that because I made it. Yes, it's there. Okay. I just didn't want to leave you in the dark there, as I sometimes do. Here's a look at today. Right now, things quiet, of course. As we get on into the afternoon and evening, everything's very quiet, very quiet. Here we go into tonight and early Saturday morning. This is Friday, so early tomorrow morning. Here comes the system now. Better chances of rain west of us. Of course, this happens all the time. You know, it has nothing to do with a bubble. Please don't even go there. It's a weakening of the system as it moves east. Okay, no bubble, for crying out loud. We do see the system weakening. This is about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Yes, there will be showers west of Interstate 65 in the morning, but just showers. I'd be surprised if we even hear a rumble of thunder. You're going to get the wind, though. It's going to be windy with showers coming through. So windy showers is the best way I can describe this. Not windy storms, windy showers, windy rain as we go into the midday through the afternoon, slowly moving out, which is good. I mean, some of you may pick up a half inch or so of rain out of this. And then by, say, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, this thing moves east. Then it slows down a little bit, lingering showers tomorrow night into Sunday morning. By Sunday midday and into the afternoon, all of this is gone. So, with that movement of this, there's not going to be a whole lot of time to get a whole lot of rain. Not the kind of measurable rain that we desperately need with this severe drought. Again, we're running 5.5 inches plus below where we should be for rainfall this time of the year. Severe drought continues. Please just exercise caution. Don't burn anything outdoors. I know there's not the burn bans anymore, but it's still not a good idea, and especially with the winds coming in today and tomorrow. Here's a look at projected rainfall, and you can see we're in the dark green, which is just a mere half inch of rain. We'll take it. That's nice, a half inch of rain, but it's not going to be anywhere close to being a drought buster. It would be if we were back in the plains, but we're not there. So they continue to benefit from these systems coming in, while high pressure, it's always high pressure to the east of us that blocks us from getting the kind of rain that we need. And until that pattern changes, this is the way it's going to be. There it is. Big blocking high pressure. Here comes our storm system today. You're going to hear about nasty severe weather in parts of Oklahoma and Texas, around Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, maybe Tulsa. Severe weather and tornadoes. Yes, this is going to be a fall severe weather outbreak there. But for us, here's that big old high pressure weakening the system as it moves east. Here we go later today into tonight. Still the severe weather threat, then moving into Arkansas, Louisiana. Then tomorrow morning, we'll begin to see some light rain moving in. And notice how this thing weakens. See, all the darker green is gone. It's light rain, scattered showers, perhaps a rumble of thunder. Here we are into Sunday afternoon and evening, into Monday morning, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Still with this little feature just kind of stalling there, you would think, well, maybe we'll get something out of that. Nope. Here's the next system down the line that is going to come in and bring more snows to the west and more rains to the plains. As we get into Monday, into Tuesday, still nothing for us. It just kind of, everything's back here. And then high pressure, keeping us dry once again. And then here we are into Wednesday into Thursday of next week. Now, by Thursday, I do think we'll begin to see another chance of rain moving in. But, man, if you're looking for a good 2 or 3 day soaker to really put a dent in the drought situation, it's not going to happen until we get an overall pattern change. And by that, I mean, we stop getting these blocking ridges of high pressure on the East Coast. Once that pattern begins to break down and we see a shift in the jet stream, the way the storms are steered across the country, we're not going to get any relief at all. So we continue to be dry. We will get rain tomorrow, but also keep in mind very windy conditions at times starting today into tonight and tomorrow. That'll do it. I'm going to head to the radio station, Sam 100.7. Hope you'll join me this morning, 6 to 10, on the radio and the classic hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and some giveaways as well. Your chance to win this morning. In the meantime, God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the radio.